Introduction. When your kids leave home, the silence feels overwhelming and you wonder, what's left for me? This video reveals 7 life-changing adventures to rediscover yourself and truly live again. If you're here watching this, chances are you've spent years, maybe decades, building your life around your children. Every plan, every schedule, every ounce of energy was dedicated to them. And then one day, the house goes quiet. There's no rush to prepare breakfast, no last-minute school runs, no laughter echoing down the hallway. Instead, there's an emptiness you didn't prepare for, a quiet that's both peaceful and unsettling. You might feel a mix of pride for your children's independence and a pang of loss for the life you knew. You may even catch yourself wondering, who am I now? What do I do with all this time? You're not alone. Millions of parents face this empty nest syndrome, a season that can feel like the end of a chapter, but in truth, it can be the start of something extraordinary. I end this video. I'll guide you through 7 adventures you owe yourself now that your kids have flown the nest. Adventures that aren't just about filling time, but about rediscovering who you are, rekindling joy, and embracing freedom in a way you never could before. Naming the problem when your kids leave the nest. Many parents imagine they'll finally enjoy peace and freedom. But the reality is often more complicated. The initial quiet feels pleasant, and then slowly turns into a frightening emptiness. Without your children's schedules to follow or family dinners to prepare, you may find yourself feeling lost in your own home. Psychologists call this the empty nest syndrome. It's not just about missing your children. It's the emotional shock of no longer having your parenting role define your everyday life. For many, their identity has been tied to raising and guiding their kids. When that role disappears, it can feel like losing a part of yourself. A study by the American Psychological Association reveals that this stage can trigger loneliness, mild depression, and a loss of motivation. Some even begin to question their marriage, career, or the overall meaning of life. The real challenge is this: if you don't recognize and actively face it, this emptiness can stretch on for years, quietly stealing your joy. The good news? You can turn it around, and it starts the moment you decide to begin your next chapter. Opening a new path here is something few people realize. When your kids leave the nest, you may lose one role, but you also gain a priceless gift: time and freedom. This is your golden opportunity to rediscover yourself, revisit the dreams you once put on hold for your family, and create new memories just for you. Instead of thinking, "My work is done," think, "I've been promoted in life." You've completed one of the hardest missions, raising your children into independent adults. Now, this next chapter isn't about sacrificing for others. It's about investing in yourself. You don't need to make huge changes overnight. Start small. Take a morning walk somewhere you've never explored. Sign up for a class you've always been curious about. Write a "before I get older" bucket list and start checking it off. The guiding principle is simple: curiosity, experience, connection. The more you open yourself to new things, the easier it becomes to find joy and purpose again. And in the next part of this video, I'll reveal 7 life-changing adventures you owe yourself. Experiences that can completely reshape how you see the years ahead. The motivational story, let me tell you about Margaret, a 54-year-old mother from Vancouver. For over 2 decades, her entire world revolved around her 2 children. Every school event, every late-night homework session, every scraped knee, she was there. She thought that was her life's purpose. But when her youngest left for university, the silence in her home became unbearable. Days felt longer, mornings had no rush, and she caught herself staring at the clock, wondering what she was supposed to do next. One day, while cleaning the attic, Margaret found an old sketchbook from her teenage years. It was filled with drawings and ideas for an art studio she once dreamed of opening. That afternoon, she made a decision, not to fill her time, but to fill her life. She signed up for a local art class, then started painting daily. Within a year, she was selling her work at weekend markets. But more than that, she found herself smiling again, meeting new friends, and waking up excited for the day ahead. Margaret's story is proof that the empty nest isn't the end. It can be the launch pad for a life that's richer, more colorful, and entirely your own. And now, let's uncover the 7 adventures that can help you do exactly the same. The inspiring conclusion, if you've stayed with me until now, you already know the empty nest isn't a loss, it's an invitation. An invitation to dream again, to explore, and to write a chapter that's completely yours. The 7 adventures we've talked about aren't just activities to pass the time. They're stepping stones to rebuild your identity, reignite your passions, and rediscover your joy. You've spent years giving your love, energy, and time to your children. Now, it's time to give something just as valuable to yourself. Remember this. Your story doesn't end when your children's stories take flight. It transforms. And you get to decide what the next pages look like. Choose one small step today. Sign up for that class, plan that trip, or call that friend you've been missing. One small action can set an entire new chapter in motion. Your nest may be empty, but your life is wide open. And somewhere out there, the next adventure with your name on it is waiting for you to say yes. Adventures, let's dive into the first 3 adventures on your empty nest checklist, each one designed to awaken your sense of curiosity, confidence, and joy. Adventure 1. The solo trip. Traveling alone can be life-changing. Whether it's a weekend getaway to the Rockies or a quiet cabin by the lake, solo travel helps you reconnect with yourself without distractions. You'll discover what you truly enjoy and gain a sense of independence you didn't know you had. Adventure 2. Learning a new skill. Always wanted to cook authentic Italian pasta? Learn photography? Play the guitar? This is your moment. Enroll in a class or take an online course. The process of learning keeps your mind sharp and your spirit alive. Adventure 3. Volunteer for a cause you love. Giving your time and skills to a meaningful cause not only helps others, but also fills you with purpose. Whether it's helping at a food bank, mentoring young adults, or supporting an animal shelter, volunteering connects you with people and values that matter. These first three adventures are about stepping outside your comfort zone and planting the seeds of a new, exciting chapter. And in the next section, we'll explore adventures 4 to 7, each one designed to make your life feel fuller, freer, and more alive than ever. Adventures now. Let's continue your empty nest checklist with the final 4 adventures, each one designed to deepen your joy and expand your horizons. Adventure 4. Reignite an old passion. Think back to something you loved before life got busy. Painting, writing, dancing, gardening. Bringing an old passion back into your life is like meeting an old friend who's been waiting for you. Adventure 5. Host meaningful gatherings. Your home doesn't have to stay quiet. Invite friends, neighbors, or even new acquaintances for dinners, book clubs, or themed nights. Connection and laughter can breathe new life into your space. Adventure 6. Start a health and wellness journey. This is the perfect time to focus on your body and mind. Try yoga, hiking, or swimming. Nourish yourself with healthy food. When you feel strong physically, your confidence and energy naturally grow. Adventure 7. Create something that lasts, whether it's writing your life story, building a small business, or planting a garden. Create something that will live beyond you. It's a powerful way to leave a legacy and remind yourself that you're still building your future. With all 7 adventures, you're not just filling time. You're designing a life that feels vibrant, purposeful, and entirely your own. And to inspire you even more, let's look at one real-life story of transformation. Real-life transformation story. Let me introduce you to Daniel, a 57-year-old father from Toronto. For years, his identity was built around being a provider, a problem solver, and a constant presence for his 2 daughters. When the youngest moved out, Daniel found himself in a quiet house and a much quieter life. AT first, he filled his days with TV and small household tasks, but deep down, he felt restless. One evening, while sorting through old boxes, he came across his father's vintage camera. It sparked a memory of how he once loved photography in his 20s. Daniel decided to buy a new camera and started exploring Toronto's hidden corners, capturing moments of street life, sunsets over Lake Ontario, and the changing seasons in High Park. Soon, his hobby turned into a passion project. He created an Instagram page, connected with other photographers, and even held a small exhibition at a local cafe. What started as a way to pass the time became a source of pride, joy, and community. Daniel's story proves that the empty nest phase isn't a slow fade into the background. It can be the moment you step into the spotlight of your own life. And now, as we close, there's one message I want to leave with you. If you take just one thing from this video, let it be this. The empty nest is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a chapter that's yours to write, without limits, without deadlines, and without anyone else's expectations. The 7 adventures we explored are more than ideas. They are invitations. Invitations to rediscover your passions, create new connections, and live with a sense of freedom you may not have felt in decades. You've already proven your strength through years of love, sacrifice, and dedication to your family. Now it's time to show yourself that same love and dedication. Start small, but start today. Book that trip. Try that class. Call that old friend, because life doesn't shrink when the kids leave home. It expands if you let it. And somewhere out there, your next great adventure is waiting for you to take the first step. Your nest may be empty, but your life is wide open. So go. The world is ready for you.